Okay, stop right there. I have a very important question for you. Have you ever tried to tell someone in English what you did today, and then your brain just went completely blank? You open your mouth, you take a breath, and then nothing. Just silence. And you smile, and they smile, and it is the most painful 2 seconds of your life. I know that feeling. I felt that too when I was learning. And today, we are going to fix it completely. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to talk about your day in English. Simple, natural, and confident, I promise.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to our videos. You're listening to Mr. Englishman. I'm Max, and with me here is the always amazing Lily.
Hello, hello, hello. So happy you are here with us today.
If this is your first time here, welcome to the family. We are so glad you found us.
And if you are coming back, we love you. You already know how this works. We make English easy, fun, and real.
So today's topic, Lily, do you want to tell them?
Yes. Okay, so today we are learning how to talk about your day in English using something called the simple present tense.
The simple present. It sounds simple, and guess what? It actually is simple.
It is the most useful tense for daily life. You use it every single day.
By the end of this lesson, you will know how to tell someone what you do every day, what your routine looks like, and how to answer the question, what do you do, in English, in a way that sounds totally natural.
And we'll give you real phrases you can use today, not tomorrow, today.
Let's go. Okay, so first, let's understand what is the simple present.
It's the tense we use to talk about things we do regularly, things that are true right now, or things that happen every day.
For example, I wake up at 7. I drink coffee. I go to work. These are things I do every day.
Exactly. And notice how simple those sentences are. Subject, verb, and then the rest. That's it.
Let me show you some more examples. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I eat breakfast. I walk to the bus stop. I start work at 9.
Those are all simple present sentences. Short, clear, easy to say.
Now here's the most important thing you need to know. When the subject is he, she, or it, you add an S to the verb, okay?
So I wake up, but she wakes up. I eat, but he eats. I walk, but it walks.
Lily, does your dog walk?
My dog walks, yes. He also runs, he barks, and he eats my socks.
Classic dog behavior.
Okay, but listen, that S at the end, a lot of learners forget it, and that's totally okay. But if you remember it, your English will sound so much more natural.
Now let's talk about your morning, because your morning is the perfect place to start using the simple present.
Okay, so let's build your morning in English, step by step. Imagine you wake up. What is the first thing you do?
The first thing I do is turn off my alarm.
Great. I wake up. I turn off my alarm. Say it with me. I wake up. I turn off my alarm.
Now, after you wake up, maybe you stretch, maybe you check your phone, maybe you lie in bed for 5 more minutes because you really do not want to get up.
That is literally me every morning.
Here's how you say it in English. I stretch in the morning. I check my phone. I lie in bed for a few minutes.
And then you get up. You go to the bathroom, you wash your face.
You brush your teeth, you take a shower, you get dressed.
And then the most important part of the day, you eat breakfast.
Or you don't eat breakfast. Some people skip it. You can say, I don't eat breakfast. I just drink coffee.
Oh yes, very important. The word don't. That's how you make a negative sentence in simple present.
So if someone asks you, do you eat breakfast? You can say, yes, I eat breakfast. Or, no, I don't eat breakfast. Simple.
Now you try. Pause the video right now and answer this question out loud. What do you do in the morning?
Use the words we just learned. I wake up. I brush my teeth. I drink coffee. Whatever is true for you, say it.
Okay, so now it's later in the day. You're at work, you're at school, you're doing something. How do you talk about it?
Let's start with some really useful phrases. I work at a company. I study at a university. I go to school every day. I start work at 9. I finish at 5.
And what do you do at work? You can say, I answer emails, I attend meetings, I talk to customers, I write reports.
And at school, I study English. I attend classes. I take notes. I do homework.
See? These sentences are not complicated. They are just subject, verb, plus details.
And here's a very common question in English. Someone might ask you, so, what do you do?
This question means, what is your job? What do you do for work? What is your daily life like?
And the answer is simple. I am a teacher. I work as a nurse. I am a student. I run a small business. I work in a cafe.
You can even add more details. I am a teacher. I teach children. I work at a school near my house. I love my job.
See how that sounds? Natural, warm, easy to understand, and you made that with simple present.
You're already doing it, by the way. Just by listening right now, your brain is building these patterns. Keep going.
Wait. Stop everything.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I need to ask you something. Are you making this mistake? Because most English learners make it and they don't even know.
Ooh, which mistake?
When someone asks, "How was your day?" a lot of learners say, "My day was good." And that's fine, but do you know what sounds even more natural and interesting?
Tell them.
You say, "I had a great day," or "My day was really busy," or "It was a long day, but good." It's warmer, it's more human, it invites conversation.
Yes, and if your day was not good, you can say, oh, it was a rough day, or I'm exhausted. What a day.
The goal isn't just correct English. The goal is connected English, English that makes people smile and want to talk more.
Okay, now back to the lesson. We have more good stuff. Okay, it's afternoon now. Your work day or school day is done. What happens next?
Well, maybe you go for a walk. Maybe you stop at a cafe. Maybe you pick up your kids from school.
Here are some great phrases for the afternoon. I finish work at 5 o'clock. I take the bus home. I stop at the supermarket. I pick up my children.
And notice we are still using simple present. These are things that happen regularly, every day, every week.
Now, let's talk about free time. What do you like to do after work?
I like to watch movies. I go to the gym. I cook dinner. I call my family. I read a book before bed.
And we can use the verb like to talk about things we enjoy. I like cooking. I like listening to music. I love spending time with my family.
So here's a beautiful sentence to practice. After work, I usually come home, cook dinner, and watch something on TV.
The word usually is so important here. Usually means most of the time. Not always, but most days.
Some other useful frequency words: always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. You can put these before the verb.
I always drink coffee in the morning. I usually walk after work. I sometimes cook at home. I never go to bed before 11.
Lily, do you never go to bed before 11?
Never. I'm a night owl. It's a problem.
Okay, same. Now, let's practice these words together.
Say this out loud right now. I always, and then finish the sentence, whatever is true for you. I always drink tea in the morning, or I sometimes skip breakfast. Your sentence.
Now it's evening. You're home. You're tired. What do you do to relax?
This is my favorite part of the day. I come home, I change my clothes, and I just breathe for a minute.
Here are some great evening phrases. I have dinner with my family. I help my kids with their homework. I take a bath. I watch TV.
I scroll on my phone for too long.
That one is very relatable.
Okay, now stop everything. Time to play. This is the part where you practice with us.
We're going to do a little role play. Imagine you meet someone new, a friendly person. They say to you, "Hi, nice to meet you. So, what do you do?"
Pause the video right now and answer that question out loud. What do you do? Go on, we'll wait.
Okay, did you answer? Great job. Now let's do round 2.
The friendly person asks, what does your typical day look like?
You can answer like this. In the morning, I wake up early and get ready for work. I usually take the bus. I start work at 9. In the evening, I cook dinner and watch TV.
See? 3 simple sentences. Morning, work or school, evening. That's all you need to describe your whole day in English.
Morning, midday, evening. Simple, easy, done.
Say those 5 points again with us. Just the key words. Ready?
Simple present, add S for he, she, it, don't for negative, frequency words, 3 parts of your day.
Brilliant. You've got it. Okay, bonus time. You waited, you deserve this.
Here is the one sentence that will make people think your English is amazing, even if you are a beginner.
The sentence is, it depends on the day, but usually
This sentence is magic because it sounds natural, it sounds thoughtful, and it gives you time to think about what you want to say next.
For example, someone asks, do you work every day? You say, it depends on the day, but usually I work Monday to Friday.
Or, do you exercise? You say, it depends on the day, but usually I walk in the evenings.
Try it. It depends on the day, but usually and finish the sentence with something true about you.
That one sentence will impress everyone. Trust us.
I want to say something to you right now. Learning a new language is brave. It's not easy, and you are doing it.
Every single word you learn, every sentence you try, that is progress. You are moving forward, even when it feels slow.
The fact that you are here, listening, learning, that already makes you better than you were yesterday.
And that is the only thing that matters. Not perfect, just better. Every single day.
So here is what I want you to do right now. Go to the comments, type one sentence about your day, in English using simple present.
Just one sentence. It can be short, it can be simple. I wake up at 7. I drink tea. I work from home. Anything. Write it down.
And we read every single comment. We will be there. We will cheer for you.
We mean that. We really do.
Also, if this video helped you, please share it with one friend who is learning English. Just one person. That's how we grow together.
And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a lesson. New videos every week. We've got a lot planned for you.
Oh, and speaking of what's next,
Next time on Mr. Englishman, we are going to show you how to talk about the past. What did you do yesterday? What happened last week? We'll teach you the simple past tense in the most fun way possible.
and I promise there will be a story, a very embarrassing story about something that happened to me at a coffee shop.
Oh no, I already know which story it is.
You will have to come back to find out. So subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Until then, keep practicing, keep smiling, and remember, you've got this.
You really do. Bye for now.
See you next time, everyone.